Welcome everybody for the another interview with Demo Tape Radio. We've got the Cloud Surfers on board from down under, and then also the marketing lady, who's our social media expert. And Demo Tape Radio has really done a great job since she's been on board. And that's how, from our side, we got you guys, and we were surprised, excited, and very happy. And when I played your music to Colleen, she just had to be in the interview. She loves your style.
I sent it a message. I said, "This is my vibe. Who are these people?"
So, just to start off, so you are all the way from down under Australia. How did you get to know Demo Tape Radio, and how did you decide to actually upload your music onto our site?
So I guess when you're an unsigned artist and you're on the indie circuit, you're just trying to put your music everywhere you possibly can. And I've been putting it at other radio stations, and when I listen to, whenever our song's being played, I listen to all the other bands. And there was a band called Future Music. They're a South African band. And I really liked them. I really jumped up. Usually 80% of it is not really my style, but I heard them and I was like, oh, really cool. So I just followed them on Facebook, befriended them a little bit, and they put a post up of Demo Tape Radio, of their song being played with you guys.
Okay.
So I just jumped on board. Well, if they like that, maybe they'll like us as well. So I just sent it through, hoping for the best, and very lucky that you guys enjoyed the song.
Their genre is slightly different than yours, though. But yeah, they are very cool. We also enjoyed it.
Yeah, they're a bit more like of the commercial rocky sort of thing, or like not commercial, but more. Oh yeah, that's rock. We're a bit more of a blend of blues and rock and roll and soul all together, with a bit of a rock to it. But yeah, we love that older sort of sound and stuff.
That's awesome. I can definitely hear the resemblance and why you would like their music. I like their music as well. Yeah. You've sent us your EPK. So I've read a little bit about who you are and all of that. But why don't you tell our listeners how you came across your name? How did you decide on your name?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I can't remember if I was trying to come up with a name for the band or a name for the song at the time. I think I was trying to come up with a name for the feeling of when you're playing music live and you go into the zone. You've probably heard of this zone that you go into, where it's like an out-of-body experience. You just forget that you're playing, and the song is all that matters, everything else disappears, and it's like a bit of a ride. So I was thinking, is it like, maybe it's a bit like surfing clouds, like you're up in the atmosphere, you've gone. And that's sort of where the name came from, the Cloud Surfers, just trying to come up with a name for the zone for music.
I checked your video out as well, and you just, and I can hear it in your voices as well. You just all sound like such a happy bunch. Is that how you would describe you guys?
Absolutely, like very positive. Like, I'm probably the happiest musician on earth, like literally. Like, people always like, you can't be this happy. I am. And I guess it just fills into the band, it just trickles down. But yeah, we love playing music. Like, we're that sort of band where it doesn't matter if there's fame or fortune or anything like that. It's just love of music, get together and jam, and hopefully just keep releasing music till we die.
No, that's why we exist as well.
Contagious.
Also just love it. Yeah, it's very cool. So what do you guys do when you don't do music?
We've all got different sort of jobs. I think the drummer, Patrick Shelley, he's like a computer wizard, so he's a tech sort of guy. I think the bass player, Kane Price, is like a manager at a bar. My lovely singer, Bree Sullivan, she I think she is a supervisor for bouldering and stuff like that. And I work in an escape room. So we all come from very different places in our own time. I love working in an escape room because I needed a job where I could be creative still.
Yeah.
And an escape room, if you guys have played one, perfect. Get to make puzzles.
Sorry, what is what escape room, or what do you call it? What is it?
Escape room. It's like a 60-minute experience where you go into a room and you've just got to solve a series of puzzles, and you have a time limit to solve it all. So it's like, putting the right objects in the right places and things happen. They're very popular in Sydney at the moment, but it's really good for me because I can be creative. I can do some musical stuff in there as well. So good job for me.
That's very cool, man. I don't think we have that.
Sounds like something we all need. Yeah.
Have a look. They might be somewhere. They're just like, they're sort of on the rise of popularity. So there should be one near you guys, hopefully.
After this interview, there might be many in about 3 months' time,
Please. Please.
So, I mean, it's always interesting to find out how people got on the road to music. So tell us a little bit about your journey. How did it all start and what inspired you?
Well, my lovely mother, she was musical. She played piano. So when I was young, I was always listening to her playing piano. I think through her influence, I did classical piano and I did classical guitar when I was younger. And then I think when I hit high school, I really just zoned towards electric guitar. I was like, oh, I like this. In my teens, as you can imagine. And yeah, I'll never forget the moment, the big music, I get it. One of my dearest friends, he's a guitarist as well. He's in a band called Canning Duck. I'm sure he's going to send you some music when they start releasing music too. They're awesome. They're like a soul funk band. They're awesome. He was trying to get me into the music. He was showing me the Beatles. He was showing me the Rolling Stones. He was showing me Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, everything. And for whatever reason at the time, I just wasn't connecting to it. And then one day on a bus, he just gave me his iPod and literally said, hey, find something you like. You got to find something in here. I pressed shuffle, and the first song that came on was a song called COD by AC/DC, and that was it. I was in. I was like, went home and downloaded AC/DC, got my classical guitar out and was trying to figure it all out, and that was it. I just never looked back since then, just gone on a rock and roll journey, which has been a very nice one.
So would you say that's your biggest influence then as well? Or
I'd have to say it's have to. I love Creedence Clearwater Revival, and I love Lynyrd Skynyrd, and Aretha Franklin, Wilson Pickett, all the soul sort of stuff. But number one has to be AC/DC for me. Just taught me all the really important lessons that I think I needed to learn personally. I like humble musicians. I think if you met AC/DC at the pub, you would not know that they're in one of the biggest rock and roll bands ever. They seem very, very normal. No, no rock star sort of status about them. And I think that's what I was into. I like the humble side of music.
Have you met them or come across them ever?
I've been to plenty of their shows, but I live pretty close to them. I know where they live as a creepy fan. But yeah, they live in Leichhardt, which is a couple of literally 3 suburbs away or 3 towns away. Okay. So not very far, but never got the lovely chance to meet them yet.
Jump over the wall.
I should.
Like them in their driveway.
So we would like to try something. See if you could play us something if you would like.
All right, well, let's give it a whirl. Look, I'm rapping at the moment.
I saw that. So do you want to just give us a bit of a what is the song about and how did you come about it? I always find that interesting, a story about a song.
So between in the Cloud Surfers right now, we've been going for about 4 years. And at the end of my trails with my last band, I was in a band with my ex-girlfriend. Should have learnt from music history, don't do it. So that came to an end. But after it, I wanted to remember the good times, like still be really positive about our experience together, especially in that band. So I just wanted to write a song that was sort of about remembering, reminiscing, and just being like, no matter how it ended up, there were good times along the way, and you can't forget that sort of stuff.
Yeah. That's cool.
So that's what this song was called, The Old Bio. And it's like take you down south a little. See how the sound is? I'm just using my laptop. Hopefully it's not too awful. All right. Let me know if you want me to move closer or further away.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right. Down by the old church tail line, there's a feeling that's burning inside my soul. Oh, down by the old church tail line, I'm heading for a healing to soothe my soul. My soul. I can see you laughing. Been such a long, long time since I've done the same. In the distance, a voice echoes. Remember, babe, down by the old fire. That's where I see your beautiful smile.
That is cool, man. So,
I wouldn't be at a music festival with my feet in the sand and I wouldn't listen to that. It's so cool.
Thank you.
it had a bit of a feeling of Dead or Alive by John Bon Jovi as well.
Oh, nice. Thank you. That's a
like
good
it.
connection.
It's very cool. Yeah. And your finger work is phenomenal.
Oh, thank you. I'm not doing too much in that one, just banging out the chords. But yeah, good song, that one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Good one of our set. We do it at the very end, and everyone's usually singing along by the end of it, which is
awesome. No, it leaves you with such a cool feeling. Yeah.
You're welcome to upload that as well. Obviously, with this sort of recording or the sound isn't always that great. So yeah, it could be cool to also reference to that song. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
You told us that you like Future Radio, which is obviously a South African band, but sometimes it like takes you down a rabbit hole. When you listen to one band, you look for other bands, and so do you listen to any other South African music? Do you have some other favorites in South Africa?
If I do, I don't know if they're South African. I'm pretty sure, but I haven't made the notable chain of where they're from. I don't usually look at that sort of thing. I'm very much just straight into the music and what they're delivering. So I would say yes, but I wouldn't be able to tell you which one.
Yeah, that's cool. Good answer.
You can listen to them on Demo Tape Radio. We've got a wide selection of all genres.
That's what I mean. When I will being played, I was listening to all of it. So absolutely.
So, give us a bit of a feeling of your future projects, things that you're working on now, and what we can expect.
Well, at the moment, like I was telling you guys before we started recording, we're in lockdown at the moment in Sydney, so we're a bit limited in what we can do. 12 months ago, we were in a lockdown as well, but it wasn't as restrictive. We're still able to move around and do things, just like certain businesses were closed. So we were doing a lot of live streams in that time, but this one's much harsher lockdown because of Delta, our favorite word to say these days. So we're literally only allowed to go outside to exercise and get shopping. So a lot of our plans at the moment are just on the pause button. But after we finally get out, we're gonna finish recording our video for Magnets, the song that you got. That's all ready to go, just waiting to get the okay to go to a venue to actually record it. And we got another song that just needs one little part put onto it, and unfortunately we can't we can't go and do it right now because we should be following the rules. So I guess in the future you should expect us to do a few more gigs, release singles hopefully every 3 months. That's our plan, and hopefully start doing some music videos as well.
Is it possible to write the song between the different band members by sending them, like for instance, the guitar, and send it to your drummer and let him put the drums up? I mean, can you get quality work like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you can definitely do that, but we're the sort of band where we're a live band, so we get the best out of us when we're all in the same room doing it together. That's how we get our sound. That's sort of what we focused on. We could definitely do it that way. That's what a lot of bands do, single tracks and doing all that sort of thing. But I want to capture that live sound. That's what's important. Magnets was all live that you guys heard, so I wouldn't want to lose that. And you can lose that by doing it individually. You just lose a little bit of that magic.
Yeah. So obviously the pandemic has it's had an impact, and you guys can't get together, and but from a performance perspective, obviously as well. Have you guys been doing a lot of gigs before the pandemic, or have you had plans that you had to cancel?
Yeah, we were very lucky. A bit of both. We were very lucky. Australia was more or less not affected by COVID for a long period. So we were open when a lot of the world was closed. So we were doing lots of gigs in that time. We've made a bit of a name for ourselves in Sydney. It's time to get out and start touring, but fortunately, again, those plans are sort of put on hold. So it's good and it's bad. We've been lucky in a lot of ways that we've been able to play and still be able to record in those times when I know a lot of bands around the world were just really struggling. But at the moment, we're in a little bit of a restrictive zone. We still record and send things to one another, all our ideas and all that, but yeah, just getting in the same room together, that's key for us.
And if you would like to give a word of advice or inspiration for up and coming or aspiring musicians, what would that one golden rule be, or two?
I would say personally it's to be happy. I've met a lot of musicians along the way that are very bitter. They're very bitter that they haven't found more fame or more fortune or whatever their goals are, like their expectations. They always set a high benchmark and they just leave themselves be disappointed. Like, if you're getting into music, just remember you're there to play music. Like, it's your fun, it's your joy. Sometimes when you try and make a career out of something you love, you can taint it. You can somehow just take away a bit of the magic. So my one rule would just never forget your foundations. Never forget that you're there to enjoy music, because that's what it is all about.
That is so cool, man.
Oh, that's important. It's a gift. It's a gift that you bring.
Oh, it's a privilege. It's a privilege. Like, we're very unique in this world that we've got music. Like, it's such a unique entity that we're able to, that anyone can pick up a guitar and play, anyone can pick up an instrument and get to a certain point of joy if they just stick to it. And for those of us that have done quite well musically in our path, just enjoy it. Be proud of yourselves. Pat yourself on the back. 10 years ago, I never thought I'd be anywhere to the quality that I am now. And I'd be always happy for that. It's awesome.
Amazing.
Hello, man. No, thank you very much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Just give me a call back if you just want to talk about music in general.
Actually, just want to see your happiness and your smile, man. It's contagious. When I'm down, I'm going to give you a call, okay?
Please, I'll talk all day. You just pick your band and we'll be for hours.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks, Tim, the Cloud Surfers, and Carleen, thanks for joining as well.
Thank you.
Free to
Lovely to meet
upload all your music. We'd love to listen to a lot more as well on our station for sure.
Can't wait. Thank you, guys. So kind of you. And thank you for having me.
All a pleasure.
Good
Thank
luck.
you very much.
We'll keep an eye on you. Yeah.
Oh, please enjoy the rest of your day. Go get a coffee. Have a really nice breakfast. You know, get exactly what you want for breakfast. You're up too early for me.
Okay, Tim. Thank you very much, eh? It was a
Pleasure. Thank you, guys.
great stuff. Thank you.
All the best.
They're gonna have to drive me